Good morning everyone, I'm very excited to make this video because we're going on an adventure to find my favourite ever Australian insect. I love this insect so much that my friends have given me a photocopy to get me to stop talking about him. That's how much I love him. It's about a 4-hour drive and we're going to have to cross some remote Australian landscapes and I'm going to take you guys along. We better start driving and I'll check back in very soon. So like I said, it's about a 4-hour drive to the location and we had to get out of the city first, so onto the national highway we went. After a few hours finally making it to the national park, which everything was so lush and green because of the wet season at the moment. And then in the end we had to take a nice little turn off, do a bit of off-roading and finally made it to the location where we can hopefully find a few grasshoppers. Alrighty, I've been here for a little while now on location. I got here about an hour and a half ago. When I first got here, I saw 2 grasshoppers just walking right over here. Then I sprinted to the car, got my camera. By the time I got back, they were gone. I've been looking for 2 hours now and I haven't been able to find them. Then a second ago, 2 rangers stopped by that are working over here in the national park. And they told me that they saw some grasshoppers here about a week ago. So I've just been looking and haven't found them yet. I was running a little bit low on water, so one lovely lady over there, one of the rangers, she actually topped up my water with her own water bottle, which was really nice. So now I've got a few more extra hours in me to really find these grasshoppers, because that's the only thing I want to do today. The only thing I want to do is find these Leichhardt grasshoppers. So I will not give up. I'll check back in, hopefully, when I find them. Okay, little update from me. I just hiked for an hour and a half to try and find these grasshoppers and I didn't find them. I was so caught up with finding that bush, the Pityrodia bush. I came back to the car kind of losing it. Like, dude, I probably have a heat stroke at this point. And I was like, the bushes, they were right there. They were right there. So I got out of the car, I chucked the camera in the car, I was sick of it. I'm just gonna go for a wander, nothing hanging on my neck. And I checked where the bushes were last year. All burnt, all crisp. But on these burnt and crisp bushes, guess what? There's the Leichhardt grasshopper. Then I'm changing lenses, getting the camera ready to get some awesome footage of these bugs. And it starts raining. So right now I'm in the car, waiting for the rain to stop. And then I'm gonna get out and finally get some awesome photos of these grasshoppers. So right here in front of me, we've got the Leichhardt grasshopper, and some people just don't understand why I get so excited about finding these. You can only find them in a few very localized places up in Northern Australia, and only at a certain time of year. But let me tell you a little bit about them. So these Leichhardt grasshoppers, they've obviously got the really orange and blue colors to scare off any predators that might try and eat them. In the animal kingdom, those bright colors usually mean poisonous or venomous, and it's a good way for the Leichardt to actually scare them off, even though they're neither of these things. And my favorite thing is that they actually carry a lot of cultural significance. So the Leichhardt grasshoppers, for the indigenous people of the area, the Binning people, they actually see these grasshoppers as the children of the lightning man. They also call these grasshoppers Alyurr, and I believe they call the lightning man number 1. So when they see these grasshoppers appear around the build-up time, they actually know that the lightning man is going to bring rains to the area very shortly. So they're known as the children, and then the lightning man will actually bring the rain that comes with the wet season. Very, very cool. Now this bush that they're currently sitting on is obviously very, very dead and dry, but that's because of fire regimes up north in Australia. So they will actually do a controlled burn off where they burn an area with a controlled fire, and that way they kill the fuel. So when there is actually a big bushfire, there's less fuel and hopefully the damage can be minimized. And that's why they do these controlled burn offs. Unfortunately for these Leichhardt grasshoppers, it's killed absolutely every Pityrodia bush up here in this area. Now the Pityrodia bush is the only bush they like to live on. That's why it's taken me such a long time today to find them, because I was just looking for the Pityrodia bushes. And last year I came to this exact same area and it was full of these Pityrodia bushes. So today I've been looking for hours, I've been hiking and I couldn't find them. I went to look at the dead branches and they're still on the same plants as last year. So they obviously know this is their area. Further on, there's another area of Leichhardt's grasshoppers. And because they're so localized and they only eat this specific bush, I'm sure there's many areas that we haven't explored yet where these Leichhardt's grasshoppers live and we've got no idea of. Now their numbers, they do vary greatly every single year, and that's because of these fire regimes, but also because of wet season storms. They would just be washed away and then they appear back in the build-up. I'm very close to getting a heat stroke right now. I've been out in this 40-degree blazing heat for about 4 hours right now. But on the drive here, I've actually found many more other animals that I took quick videos of. So I'll just put those videos at the end of this clip so you guys can see some of the other top-end native animals. And thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully next time we can find some other animals besides the Leichhardt's grasshoppers. And I wish you guys a great day and thanks for watching.